Well, what do insects, storytime, and dogs have in common? Their Children's Museum of the Upstate, special activities just for toddlers to enjoy and explore at their own level. And joining me now is the museum's Director of Brand and Communications, Jessie Amos. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's start with toddler storytime. Tell me all about this.
Well, we have a very special guest coming to our toddler storytime this Friday, Dr. Jean Feldman. You might know her from her YouTube presence, Dr. Jean's Banana Dance. I looked it up. It's amazing. Dr. Feldman is an educator, a musical artist, and will be coming to entertain and play with our children here at the museum.
So it sounds like we're having a little bit of a celebrity available for the toddlers.
Absolutely. She will be here. We're really thrilled and honored that she will be leading Storytime. Toddler Storytime takes place every single day, Tuesday through Saturday at 10 a.m. It's in a quiet classroom space, so a dedicated space, and really meant to be engaging for our younger learners. They can call in response, listen to a story, respond back. I'm sure Dr. Jean is going to have them dancing and singing as well.
So it sounds like a great opportunity not just to have fun with your toddler, but also for them to learn some of those skills.
Absolutely. The call and response is really important. Reading comprehension, listening comprehension, in a really dedicated creative space.
Now we have to get into some exhibits that you guys have for the toddlers, because it sounds like we have farms, we have a construction zone. Tell me all about it.
Absolutely. So the Greenville Museum serves ages 0 to 12, but because of our littlest learners, we do have dedicated spaces for toddlers. Grandma Betty's Farm is specifically for 5 and under, so it's a fenced-in area with all the farm animals you can imagine. There's a tree house, there's a little yellow farmhouse. We have construction zone with some softer padded areas where they can play with foam blocks and build just like the bigger kids are doing right beside them. And then of course our favorite water tables have sections designated for toddlers where they can sit in the seats, splash, move boats around as well. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention our Spartanburg location is specifically dedicated to 6 and under. So everything is lower, smaller, perfect for those littles.
I love that you have a construction zone exhibit, because we have our meteorologist, Chrissy Kohler, has a young son. And we always joke because she goes to the zoo with him, but he doesn't really care about the animals. He just likes the excavator because, you know, they're working on constructing there. So I love that you guys have a construction zone there. And I feel like toddlers sometimes, it's hard to keep them busy because they seem to have an endless source of energy. So how nice is it for parents to kind of have a resource where you can just take them there and know that it's dedicated to them?
Exactly, and most of the toddler spaces too are contained, so you can sit and let your toddler crawl and play and move and get all of that energy out without being worried that he or she is going to scurry off and out of your sight. Absolutely.
And then we have to talk about, you have a workshop coming up that teaches children about one of their favorite things. Insects.
Insects and birds. So in early June, free with the price of admission, you can sign your child up, and not just toddlers, it's for older kids as well, to come in and paint bird houses with an instruction-led educator.
That one's June 3rd, 10 a.m., free with admission. So I love that it's just a free activity once you get inside.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just more ways that we can allow children and their caregivers, because parents come as well, to engage and to learn. And again, it's a very hands-on, creative type of workshop.
Awesome. And then from insects to our four-legged friends.
We're hitting all of them.
That's right. How do you help service dogs out, kind of getting used to people?
Yeah, so we work with Upstate Therapy Dogs and do Therapy Dog Thursdays. And so this Thursday, we'll be inviting therapy dogs back in with their trainers, so it's a great opportunity for the dogs to get familiar with children and their caregivers, but also for kids to experience that joy and love that comes with a dog.
Absolutely. Can you talk to me a little bit about the admission rate or membership fees too while we're at it?
Sure, absolutely. So admission for South Carolina residents at our Greenville location is $13. If you sign up for a membership, it's really a great deal. You can come to both museum locations as many times as you want in a year. Those prices start in the hundreds for just 2 people, and you can extend from there based on how many people you'd like to have on your membership. And the great thing is you could do a membership with your neighbors. It doesn't have to just be the people in your household unit, depending on how many people.
And we have you guys on every Tuesday, and there's no shortage of activities or events that you guys are planning, so I'm sure you will get your money's worth out of any membership. No shortage of events. You even have an adult event at some point.
We do. In September 28th, I will make a plug for that. So that's for adults only, and it's going to be 90s themed.
I cannot wait for that one. I will have to show up for that for sure.
Please, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Jessie. If you are interested in any of these events at the Children's Museum of the Upstate, we do have a link to both the Greenville and Spartanburg locations on our website. That is foxcarolina.com. It is important to note the museum will be closed next Monday and Tuesday due to that being Memorial Day weekend.
Now you're